Recently, the FCC, Federal Communication Commission, demanded that 4 Chinese state-owned telecommunication companies conducting business in the United States explain whether or not their operations are lawful. The FCC announced on April 24th that it is requiring China Telecom Americas, China Unicom Americas, Pacific Networks, and ComNet to declare within 30 days that they are not subject to the exploitation, influence, and control by the Chinese Communist Party. Otherwise, the FCC will revoke its licenses and authorization that allow them to operate in the United States. These telecommunication companies have been operating in the United States for more than 10 years. The commissioner of the FCC, Brendan Carr, said, "The silencing of criticism from the CCP and the disappearances of doctors and citizen journalists both exacerbated the spread of the coronavirus, CCP virus, globally. The American people are experiencing the impacts of these oppressions as their lives now have been affected, losing their lives and jobs, and their children being unable to attend schools because of the virus. Because the CCP is willing to disappear its own people for further expanding and developing their geopolitics, it is only appropriate and reasonable for the FCC to carefully investigate telecommunication companies that have ties with that regime." Tom Cotton, senator from the Republican Party, praised the FCC for the investigation. He indicated that these companies are spies of the Chinese Communist Party, and their operations in the United States will continue to pose a threat to key U.S. networks. These 4 companies are considered to be under the influence and control of the Chinese Communist regime and represent a threat to U.S. national security. The Trump administration's Interagency Telecommunications Regulatory Task Force, led by the Department of Justice, the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Defense, and the Department of State, suggested that the FCC revoke the licenses of any foreign-controlled entities to end their operations in the United States. President Donald Trump established the task force with an executive order in April and appointed the members. Since Trump took office, he has changed the attitude towards foreign companies participating in the construction of U.S. telecommunications infrastructure. He has imposed administrative and legislative restrictions on companies that are influenced by foreign governments. Huawei, which is considered by the United States to have ties to the military of the Chinese Communist Party, has been a particular focus. The United States has banned Huawei from participating in the construction of U.S. 5G networks and also warned its allies of the national security threats posed by Huawei's 5G technology. In May 2019, the FCC voted unanimously to deny China Mobile a license to operate in the United States because of law enforcement and national security risks. The FCC believed that the Chinese regime could use state-run China Mobile for espionage and intelligence gathering through U.S. telephone networks.